what's going on YouTube? Crobat for the win, bringing you an NU battle versus ReclinedGamers. It was kind of old, but you know, it was so long that I just never had time to upload. It was like 72 turns or something. So either way, I'm going to start with an Armaldos. He starts out with a Weezing. I'm going to switch and go into this thing predicting a Will-O-Wisp because it enjoys having Will-O-Wisps in its face because then it gets guts. Now I'm going to go out into Kadabra, predicting him maybe to switch or go for the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb does a very uncomfortable amount of damage, surprisingly, but I do go for the Psychic anyways, which does quite a lot to that Pineco because it's neutral. I mean, it's neutral. I'm gonna go for it again as he predicts really nicely to go into Krokorok. He gets a Moxie, which is bad. I thought he might have pursued it. That was why I stayed in. So, oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna go into Zangief, and I'm predicting him to switch. I'm gonna go for the Bulk Up, because Bulk Ups are awesome, especially when you're burned. I'm going to get the Drain Punch off. Unfortunately, doesn't KO. I thought after a Bulk Up and after the Guts, it might have KO'd, but no. So that was sad. Now, I'm sitting at about half health now. He sends in Kangaskhan. Unfortunately, he's going to get the Fake Out off. Doesn't do a lot, but it's still some nice damage he gets in for free. Now, he's going to go back into Weezing, predicting the Drain Punch. Now, it still gets no damage, but I guess I get a little bit of health back, which isn't always bad. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to switch now. I'm going to go into Fredfredburger because I can tank special hits or take the Will-O-Wisp thanks to the, what's it called, the Heal Bell or something. He actually gets the Poison, which doesn't really matter all that much because I'm just going to go for Heal Bell one of these turns. I think it might be now, maybe. Yeah, no, I go for a Wish this turn as he sends in Krokorok, which is kind of threatening because I realized after it outsped Kadabra especially, it was Choice Scarf. So I'm going to go for the Protect here to see what he locks himself into. He locks himself into Earthquake, which is pretty nice for me. He's going to switch, predicting me to switch into something else like Braviary, which is a great prediction for him because he gets to go into this thing, which can take my physical attacks pretty well. Now, I'm going to go for the U-turn because U-turn, well, gives me switch advantage. And it gets a little bit of damage. Probably wasn't worth it, but oh well. So he's going to go for a Sludge Bomb, and the Fredfredburger takes that extremely nicely because it's an Audino. It's like Blissey of NU and stuff. So anyways, he's going to go and switch and go into Kangaskhan. I'm going to get the Heal Bell off. I know that it heals Girder, but I need Fredfredburger to stay alive. So this thing is going to be vital to the entire match because this match has a lot of stall in it. So he's going to get a Drain Punch. I didn't know that he was carrying it, but that's why I went for the Protect. So either way, I'm going to switch now, predicting for him to maybe go for it again, and I'm going to go into Golbat because Golbat's awesome. Now that's a pretty sad play because he goes into Kadabra, and I'm going to go back into Fredfredburger. So he goes for a Psychic, which it doesn't do a lot, but after the leftovers, definitely like not a lot. So he's going to go for another Psychic because I'm going to get a Wish off, which is really nice for me. So he's going to get another Psychic, which is good for him, I guess. I'm going to go for the Toxic, but I know he has Magic Guard. I thought maybe he would switch there. That's why. Bad prediction on my part, I guess. So either way, he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fighting, and it does probably, it might even do less than Psychic, actually. Yeah, I'd say it probably did. So I'm just going to go for the Wish, Protect, Stall. And as I said, this match does have a lot of stall, but it was 72 turns of exciting stall. So yeah, he's going to switch now because he knows he can't do a lot of damage and I can stall him out. He's going to go into Kangaskhan. So now I'm going to switch as I go for the Wish because I'd like to heal Golbat up and I know I can tank this thing's hits nicely. He's going to get the Fake Out, which would have been, it actually gets a crit. Would have been nice, you know, if I was already in because I would have broken through that with the Inner Focus, but oh well. So I'm going to get a Roost off as well because, you know, I really like to be at full health. I know that it probably wasn't overall worth it, but you know what? Not like Brave Bird would have done a lot to that thing anyways. Maybe I could have Super Fanged, but oh well. So I'm going to go into Armaldo now. I'm going to try to get up a Rapid Spin if I can. He goes for the Sludge Bomb, and it doesn't do much. He gets the Will-O-Wisp off now, which, well, doesn't hurt me too much. I wasn't planning on trying to set a sweep up with this thing. Its sole purpose is to spin rocks away and to set up Stealth Rocks, so that's okay. And I can't have them on my team anymore. So either way, I'm going to go for the Stealth Rock, and he brings in Krokorok, which I don't think can one-hit KO me. I don't think, because it's not that powerful, and I was definitely right about that. I knocked off the Choice Scarf because, you know, I thought that'd be more useful than spinning right now, because that thing could have run through my team otherwise, and I just might be faster. Well, I don't even know, so. So I go for a Rock Blast, which was, well, I would have got some damage, I guess. Now he's going to go for a Willis, predicting me to switch, as I go for the knockoff and the Wheezing, which is a great play because that is really going to help me later, and I mean a lot. So he's going to go for Sludge Bomb just to finish this thing off. I'm going to go into Golbat. So thankfully, like I said, I got all those rocks away, which was nice. I got my rocks up. I go for a Taunt, predicting him to go for Will-O-Wisp, which is a great play for me. And I'm going to go for a Super Fang in the switch. That gives a little bit of damage to Kangaskhan, but not a lot. So I'm going to go for a Roost after I predicted him to go for a Fake Out. That's because, obviously, as I said, it has Inner Focus, which was awesome. Now, he's going to go into this Krokorok. I get the Brave Bird off because I know it's pretty paper-thin defenses, and Golbat does quite a lot of damage. Now, Krokorok's going to go for the Stone Edge, and thanks to its pretty bad attack without a Moxie boost, I knew it wouldn't KO, or even come close to KOing. In fact, it does pitiful damage. So I'm just going to KO back with the Brave Bird. Going to get a little recoil, but that's fine. So either way, I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go back into this Audino, because Audino's tanks special hits really well. And he actually gets a crit there, which, well, it mattered, of course, but he didn't KO anything, so that's fine. So I'm going to go for the Wish, because wishing is very important when you wish upon a star. I'm going to switch now, and I'm going to go into Hulk Hogan, the Braviary, just because I know I could take one Psychic. I just really like to get back up to full health after. He actually gets a special defense drop, which is kind of useful because he gives me Defiant by doing that. So either way, I thought he'd probably switch in maybe Wheezing or something, but I still went for the U-turn so I could keep the switching advantage, which would be very nice. I'm going to go into Zangief because, why not? So I'm going to go for a Mach Punch here. I can't find any uses for Zangief at this point, so I figured I could get some decent damage in on Kadabra. And it did an okay chunk, like everything. So now I can go back into Braviary, go for the U-turn if I have to. And I actually go for the return here, predicting Wheezing to go in. Doesn't do a lot, so I have to switch out. And I go into this Fred Burger thing, as he goes for a Pain Split, which doesn't affect me too much. So that's not that bad. He's going to switch out, and he's going to go into this Togekiss, which is going to be a pain. A pain. So I get the Wish off, which is always nice. I'm going to get a Toxic off on that thing, because that's kind of important. He's going to get the Thunder Wave, which doesn't hurt me too bad, because as I said, I still have the Heal Bell, and I just got a whole Wish back. He has a timer ticking on him, so that's always good. Now, I'm going to get the Heal Bell off, because that's kind of important, like everything. He went for the Nasty Plot to better his special attack. He goes for the Tri Attack, which still doesn't do a lot, even after a Nasty Plot. And with the Wish up and everything, I know that I can easily stall him. That's what I do. I go for the Protect. He actually makes a great play and goes for the Roost here. Really nice for him. But the Toxic is still going to wear him down. Gradually. So, that's always good. He's going to switch here, make a decent play, and go into this Kadabra. As I just go for a Wish to, make a safe play. Now I'm going to go back into the Braviary, because, if he went for the sub, that's fine. If he didn't, I know I could take one hit and get health back with the Wish. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, because I know that'll at least break the sub, and I can go right out into Fred Burger, the Audino again, which is at full health. So he's going to tank that Psychic really nicely. Might have got a max damage that time, though. Now I'm going to switch out and go into Hulk Hogan, because I thought maybe he'd go for the sub, probably. I thought he probably would. So I'm going to go for the U-turn again, because once again, I could just break the sub, which is really good for me. Now, I'm going to go back into Audino, because I don't think he can set up any more subs. Maybe he can set up one more. Maybe. Not quite sure, obviously, by judging at his health. But he gets a Psychic off and gets another crit like he did earlier, as I thankfully live and get a Wish off. So, I'm going to switch now, because I know, like I said, I get Regenerator. Well, maybe I didn't say that, but oh well. Now, he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fighting, thinking he might be able to finish me off, or it doesn't matter. But that actually helps me, because that allows me to get full health with Braviary. It doesn't do nearly as much as it would have. Now, this turn, I'm going to go for a U-turn. I kind of wanted to get the switch advantage, because I knew he'd switch into Wheezing. So I'm going to go out into this thing again, he's only going to gain a little bit of health should he go for the pain split, so that's honestly fine. I'm going to get the wish off because wishes are cool, especially when you wish upon a star. Now I'm going to go into Golbat here because I know I have the roost and pain split, and since it's about at half health, he won't gain too much health. Now I'm going to go for the taunt because I really like to stop him from going for Will-O-Wisp or something crazy like that. Worked up really nicely for me. Now he's going to go into this thing. So I get the Super Fang off, which does okay damage. I can't complain. Now I'm going to go for the Brave Bird, which definitely is going to KO because Golbat is really cool and has okay attack, especially backed by Brave Bird. So now I'm going to go back into Audino to tank the Psychic. It's been the MVP of the match the whole game, and it's going to continue. So let's go for another Psychic because I'm just going to carry out a Wish because I really have to get these wishes up to help my entire team and help Audino stay alive. Now, I'm going to get health back to 314 HP, which once I switch, it'll be full health. He's going to get a Psychic off, though, instead of me switching. I'm going to go for another Wish because I'm trying to stall him out, and I'm trying to pick a good time for him to... I'm trying to pick a good time to go into Braviary and clean the match up. So he's going to get the Psychic off on Braviary. It does about, just a little under 2/3, but the Wish brings me back to full health. I'm going to get the Brave Bird off and KO that Kadabra, finally. And so he has a Weezing. I think it might be his last Pokemon, maybe, I think. But now the Brave Bird KOs the Weezing, so that is the end of this epic NU match. So, great game, ReclinedGamers. It was really fun. You have a good NU team there. So, yeah, it was a fun experience. I did it over the summer. It was just the match was so long and never had time to narrate it. I was actually thinking about splitting the match up, but I figured I could narrate it a little bit faster instead of having to split it into two. Well, anyways, school is still going on. Battles are more scarce. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait for next summer. That's probably all the announcements I need to bring up. There's nothing really new. Just life, 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 life. So, anyways, rate, comment, subscribe, guys.